Hi, this is Amy Hart. Join me every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock on Fox Sports 920 for Sports Talk with Hart. Real talk about sports and the athletes that make it all happen. Remember, it's not the sport, but rather the heart of the player that makes the game. This is not a show just about sports stats. We get down to the heart of the athlete and dish about what makes them the best of the best. On Fox Sports 920.
Sports Talk with A. Hart on Fox Sports 920. How's everybody doing out there? Okay, what a week, huh? Congratulations to the University of Kentucky for winning the national championship title. Ugh, my Buckeyes gave it all they could. Darn it, I really wanted to see them win. We wish these guys entering the draft the best of luck. Okay, as for March Madness came to the end, we welcome the season openers in baseballs, and the Dodgers were magically delicious to watch in the game day opener. It was a home run beating out the Padres. I'm sure Matt Kemp is feeling pretty great. As well, I am sure his new franchise record, 8-year, $160 million contract, doesn't hurt either. Now, what a way to open the season, huh? The Blue Jays won the longest opener day game in history with 16 innings with a 7-4 win. Did they have enough peanuts and Cracker Jacks for the long of the game? I just wonder. Now, speaking of openers, the 2012 Masters began on Thursday. And for Lee Westwood, will the grass be greener on the other side? That's the question. He's off to an incredible start. Tiger and Phil are still the golden children, or shall I say the Jolly Green Giants. As the Masters started at Augusta National in Atlanta, Georgia, major drama was constantly brewing in Orlando. He said, let Dwight tell it. He didn't say anything. The Orlando's Magic Center seems to be sidetracked with all the gossip in the office and with the head coach, Stan Van Gundy, because this 5-game losing streak is speaking louder than the hearsay. Bills are still missing their Rose, but came up with the win against the Celtics. You go, Celtics. Now, it's too bad because I am a big Celtics fan as well. And I know they have the power to fly through. I don't know what happened there. However, this week, the Lakers versus the Clippers and the OKC versus the Heat were my games of the week. Seems like everybody has their heads in the game into the playoff time. Who do you think will clinch MVP this year? Durant? Or is it going to be James? We know who won't be clinching anything this year. Greg Williams, former New Orleans Saints defense coordinator. How many lines does he cross? It gets to be absolutely unreal. As most of you've heard, some of the biggest news in NFL is in regards to the bounty scandal. This is just unbelievable. And the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints head coach, Sean Payton, assistant head coach, Joe Veit, and general manager Mickey Loomis all had their appeals before League Commissioner Roger Goodell. As I'm sure you are aware, Payton, Veit, and Loomis were all suspended recently for not putting a stop to the former defense coordinator Greg Williams' bounty program on certain opposing players. It just seems unreal to me. Williams, who left the Saints after last season to join the St. Louis Rams, was suspended indefinitely by the league and decided not to appeal. As of right now, no announcements have been made by the league concerning appeal hearings. Audio from a pep talk last season playoffs game against the 49ers was released on Thursday. Okay, now in one part of the audio, you hear him say, "We want him running sideways. We want his head sideways." I mean, what is that? In reference to the 49ers RB Frank Gore, I think the ultimate question in the front of everyone's mind is just how common is this sort of coaching throughout the NFL? Is it justified? And should they be prosecuted? It is absolutely unreal to me that this is going on. We've talked about this before, about the brutality of coaches and sometimes the way they treat their players. Something needs to be done, and I think there's more to come. So let's keep our eyes on that. Well, I have an amazing guest today, Fabian Washington from the New Orleans Saints, and he's going to be on in just a minute. But I want to talk about a couple of my best of Vegas. If you guys need a photographer in Las Vegas, I have Timothy James, and he is the best for web design and photography, and you can reach him at 702-303-3320. You can also reach Dr. Greenberg, and he does tattoo removal. He also does facials and injections, and you can reach him at 702-423-4060. And he's the best in skincare and laser tattoo removal. I'm Amy Hart, and please follow me at Amy Hart Live and visit my website at www.amyhartlive.com for all the latest updates in news, sports, and more. And I'm excited just because there's so much going on. We are going to have a great summer. I'm looking forward to my interview with Floyd Mayweather. Okay, everybody. Today's guest is Fabian Washington. He was the former cornerback for the New Orleans Saints. He's entering his 8th season in the NFL after being a first-round draft pick in 2005 out of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. He has also been a starter for both the Raiders and the Ravens. In his 7-year career, the 5'11", 175-pounder has 7 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, and 56 pass defenses, including in the playoffs last season, was his first year with the Saints. With that being said, and the most recent news surrounding the Saints, we would like to get Washington's insight as to what it really was like in the locker room with Greg Williams. Fabian, are you there?
Yes, I am. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for taking time to join us today.
No problem.
Good. So, gosh, a lot of stuff is going on in the news. So tell me, what is your take on the Saints Bounty Gate?
Wow, because I was there throughout training camp and then was placed on IR at the beginning of the season, and I've never heard anything of it.
You've never heard anything of it?
Never, not even once.
Wow.
And I was in those locker rooms with Coach Williams and the rest of the gang, and I never once heard of it. So that was news to me. And I was getting a lot of calls from a lot of friends. And I'm like, I've never heard of it before.
Wow.
I know Coach Williams is an aggressive coach. He wants his defense to be aggressive. But actually, to want to hurt someone, the first time I heard that was yesterday on ESPN, and I heard the audio of the pregame speech. So that was news to me.
Were you just amazed? I mean, what's your thoughts on this?
That's a little different. I can't believe someone would actually want to injure someone in any sport, because when you injure someone, you're not just a game. You're affecting someone's career.
Absolutely.
And I don't think anyone wants to affect someone's career. Now, injuries do happen. Guys got to go out, play hard. Myself, I've been injured several times, and not once has I thought anybody intentionally hurt me, or have I ever went out and intentionally hurt someone, because, like I say, guys have family. This is how they feed their family, and I don't think anyone wants to affect that.
Right. So, with that being said, do you feel the suspensions were justified?
Of course, yes. If you intentionally want to injure someone, yes, definitely justified.
Absolutely. Now, Fabian, tell us, what part of this team's defense, how was it in the locker room before the 49ers game? Tell me that.
I wasn't around then. I was already placed on IR. So
okay.
I wasn't around.
Okay. Did anyone actually benefit from these sort of plays?
I have no clue. That's what I'm saying. I was on IR, injury reserve.
Okay. Now, you've been in the league since 2005,
Yes.
And this is the defense strategy throughout the NFL. So tell us a little bit about that.
What's the defense strategy? Stop the other team. That's simple. Stop the other team.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, so
never once have I heard of any defensive coordinator, any coach, anybody say go out and hurt someone to stop the other team. No, you go out, play defense, hit hard. Hey, if the other players happen to get hurt, that was a part of the game. Not you going out intentionally trying to harm them.
Absolutely. So now let's discuss your free agency for a moment. Tell me what's going on with that.
Man, I'm just sitting back, being patient, waiting to get a call. You know, I'm working out hard. And when I do get my shot, I'm sure everybody I'm ready to play this year, injury-free football.
Right, absolutely. Now, we do know that early in the season you placed on injury reserve, due to the hamstring injury. How are you feeling? How's your health now?
I feel great. I work out 4 days a week with Coach Tom Shaw in Orlando. Hey, and we go out, we get it. It's full throttle out here. I'm out here with other NFL guys, so it's good to get some competition in while you're working out.
Right, absolutely. So what are you doing right now in your time off? Tell us what's going on with you.
Being a father.
Awesome.
And working out. That's two things, and relaxing, either poolside or on my balcony.
Oh, that sounds really nice. Now, tell us a little bit, what are your concerns as a free agent with selecting a team?
I feel like I have to select a team where I can actually go in and compete and play. You know, I want to be placed on a team, like I said, that I can compete to play. It's hard to go in when a team already has established starters or a three-man rotation that's established to go in and I know my talent. I feel like I can play anywhere, but like I say, I've been around for a while and I know the business, and it's hard to go in when a team already has established starters. So I would like to go in somewhere where they're actually looking for guys to play.
Right. So can you tell us who are some of the prospects, teams catching your attention right now?
I have no clue. That all goes throughout my agent.
Okay. I just didn't know if you had your
That's my
favorites.
agent's job. I don't even call him and ask him. I just wait for calls.
Okay. So this is Amy Hart on Fox Sports 920 with my special guest, Fabian Washington. And we are talking just about what's going on with his career and all the big news that's going on with all the big sports news in NFL as well. Now, tell us, what would you like to see from your next team?
Winning. Man, that's big for me.
Yes.
Winning. I just want to win.
Well, what makes a winning team? Is it?
It's getting guys. It's getting guys that has been previous winners and that will work and that will buy into whatever system's in place. And those are usually winning programs.
Okay, awesome. This is Amy Hart, and I'm also here with my good friend Ballpark. How you doing today?
Doing good. Yourself?
I'm awesome.
Now, Fabian, let me ask you, the game of football today, I'm a little bit older. I remember when the game was, it was 3 yards and a cloud of dust and everybody ran the ball and there were great running backs all over. And there's still some great running backs in the game, but the game has really changed a lot now. Now it's an aerial assault we see all the time. And, of course, we also see flags on defensive players. Has defense changed a little bit with the fines and everything, the way that you're allowed to hit people with the horse collar rules and everything else out there? And also, has the game completely changed as far as you're concerned? Because it is certainly an aerial attack now, way more than it used to be in the past.
Oh, yes. To hitting people, you pretty much can't hit people anymore. You better just pretty much tackle them and get them on the ground. Because if you try to load a boom on someone, there's a pretty good chance on Wednesday you're getting a FedEx in your locker, which is a fine. So I know that's scaring a lot of guys away from trying to make the big hit. Now they just make the tackle. And to go for the game has changed. It's a throwing league. It's a pass-first league. and they make it tough on defensive backs where you can't put your hands on the receivers or you get flags. You know, and I understand that scoring is entertainment and the league has to be entertaining, but it's rough on the defensive back when those guys are just as good as us and you can't touch them.
Absolutely. Now, Fabian, tell me, like, is there a team that you really inspires you, a quarterback that you think really is outstanding?
There's a few quarterbacks I think that are just outstanding.
Right. But is there one that you just really have heart for?
Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Of course, that would be my top three. I enjoy watching those guys play, and Michael Vick because he's entertaining every Sunday.
Now, what do you think about Peyton going to the Broncos?
I think it's a good move. You know, they got a defense that can play ball. They have an offense, you know, that came along with Tebow, and Thomas showed that he can be a number one receiver in the league. So Peyton has someone to throw the ball to. They have a good running back in Willis McGahee. I think they can do some things, especially in the AFC West.
Yeah, you know, and there's a lot of talk, you know, about Tim Tebow. I mean, obviously he's a good human being and he's a good quarterback, but do you think he's going to be one of the top quarterbacks? Does he have the potential, in your opinion?
I'm not sure. I think he still needs to work on some things, but that's for every young player. One thing I can say, he's a winner.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, I don't care how you get it done. If you're my quarterback, win.
Absolutely. I like your whole philosophy. This is Amy Hart on Fox Sports 920 with my very special guest, Fabian Washington. Now tell me, Fabian, what projects are close to your heart that you can share with us today? Any kind of charities or what's really close to you?
I have my Franchise Kids Foundation, which me and Mike Jenkins of the Dallas Cowboys, you know, we give back to our community in Bradenton, Florida. We put on football camps, basketball camps. We do tutoring. Last year I did, aside from the foundation, was the first year I did my Fabian Washington scholarship where I gave $5,000 each, one girl, one boy to go off to college. We did Feed the Children and bring a few times. Anytime we ask them to help us out, they always come through for us. So we try to do as much as we can in the Bradenton, Florida area.
Awesome. Now, I have a question for you, Fabian. Back in March, according to SPO New Orleans Saints cap is 968, 254. To now, everyone thought it was a mistake to let CB Tracy Porter go and release you as well. Analyze that said that it would have been a smart business choice for the Saints to retain you. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, they're some smart people. They're some smart people. Yeah, I definitely would enjoy coming back to the Saints, but I know it's a business. I've been on 3 teams, so, you know, I take it as a business. It's not just, like I would say my first couple years, I was in awe of being in the NFL. Now I treat it as a business and just go along about my day. And as for Tracy Porter, I thought Tracy was a hell of a cornerback. I thought they definitely should have retained Tracy. I recall some days in camp, I would ask Tracy for some tips because I would look at his technique, and the guy was just so smooth. So I definitely thought it's their loss in Denver's game, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I agree. Well, you know, you never know. You might just be back there, and I think that you're certainly an asset if you were to go back there. Now, Fabian, tell us, how can listeners find you? Could you have Twitter, Facebook? How can we find you?
Of course I'm on Twitter. Everybody's on Twitter. I'm at FabeWash31 on Twitter, FABEWASH31 on Twitter.
Okay, follow me at Amy Hart Live so that I can promote this show and promote you as well, and we can keep updates to see what's going on with you.
I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to thank you so much for joining us today and also giving us your insights on the whole Bounty Gate and letting us know what's been up with you. We wish you the best of luck moving forward, and we'll be seeing you on the field this season.
Thank you. And much success to you also.
Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
All right, thank you.
I'm also going to add into my show a little edition of the Mint 400. We've got some great interviews. That was in a really exciting race, and we're going to throw that in as well.
Dr. Joe Wilderson, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks, Amy. Good to be here.
Awesome. So I hear you're actually going to be racing tomorrow.
Yeah, we are. We had a little bit of drama yesterday with our transmission, but we had parts drove in from California, and we're ready to go. So we're all breathing and sleeping a little easier now.
Awesome. Cool. Now, have you raced before in the Mint 400?
This is the first time for us in the Mint 400. We've raced a lot in California and some Las Vegas, Nevada races, but this is the first time at the Mint, so we're super excited.
Awesome. Now you're with Team Nitro Citrus.
Yeah,
Nitro Circus.
Nitro Circus and 801 Racing Products. That's our sponsor this year, and we're super excited, and they've been really, really good help for us. So.
Awesome. Now tell us what makes your car special.
The drivers.
Of course. I love that. It's not the car, it's the drivers.
No, this is just something we're passionate about, and we're really excited. So I think that we'll do really well, and we're ready to go.
Cool. Well, good luck to you, and we'll see you out at the races.
Perfect.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. This is Amy Hart Live coming to you from Fremont Street with the big race, the Mint 400, and we are getting ready, having a great time. Hang tight, more interviews and updates. Live from Fremont Street with this exciting day. We're getting ready for the Mint 400, and I am standing here with
Scott Zepp.
Scott Zepp. How are you doing today?
Doing great, thank you. How are you?
Awesome. And right behind us is your amazing, really cool car. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, this is the Transwest Ford 7200 truck that we're really excited about. Really excited about the Mint 400. This is our first 400. We've been racing Best in Desert for a few years, but now that Casey's brought this event to his organization, we're really excited and hoping to get this Transwest Ford vehicle to the finish line.
Now, tell me a little something, because I'm still learning about the Mint 400. How did it all get started?
You know, the Mint 400 goes back, it's the oldest race in the United States. It goes back probably back in the 50s. You know, for us, we've only been racing for the last three and a half years, so our history of off-road does not go compare anywhere near the Mint, but the history that has brought to this sport, and you can see by all the people, everyone's really excited to be here, and it goes back a long time.
Yeah, it's awesome. I can really tell that people get into it and have a passion for it.
It's all for the fans, you know, bringing all the race cars down here, letting the fans touch them, look at them, take pictures, letting the kids sit in the driver's seats. This is what it's all about and brings a real positive reinforcement to our sport.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how many people do you think will be at the event tomorrow, the race?
We have 325 vehicles total entered.
Wow.
Yeah, there'll be close to a couple thousand racers with chase crews and pit support, so it'll be a huge turnout.
Well, sweet. Well, good luck to you. I hope you win. And again, we're going to take a little shot of this sweet car, and we'll see you out there. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you very much.
This is Amy Hart coming to you live from Fremont Street for the Mint 400, and we have a huge crowd all around, and we have some incredible cars. So stay tuned for more interviews and highlights. Hi, this is Amy Hart Live coming to you from Fremont Street for the big Mint 400 race. And I am sitting here next to Wheels. How you doing?
I'm great, you know, it's just cool to hang out here with Nitro and just see all these awesome trucks.
Right, now I hear that you do some pretty extreme stuff.
Yeah, I do. WCMX, I hit big jumps on my wheelchair.
Sweet. Have you always done that? Like, I mean, what got you started doing that? Just kind of fun? And what's up with that?
My brother was a BMXer, and he got me into it, and then I just fell in love with it, and the adrenaline's awesome.
The adrenaline's awesome, I bet. So then what's the next race that you're in? What are you doing, the next event?
My next event is the Nitro Circus Live Tour. Okay. And we've got this big mega ramp that's like 50 feet tall and hit a big gap. And I'm going to be doing some flips over it on my chair.
Do you ever get scared, like doing all these extreme things?
I'm constantly terrified. Like, it's always scary, but if it wasn't scary, it wouldn't be fun, you know?
It wouldn't be exciting. Well, that's really cool. Now, where can people find you to check out some of your extreme stuff?
You can YouTube wheelchair backflip, or if you go to aaronfotheringham.com, it's got all my videos and a lot of really good wrecks.
Awesome. Well, sweet. Well, we're going to check you out, and good luck on all your stuff that you're coming up. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
This is Amy Hart Live coming to you from Fremont Street for the Mint 400. And stay tuned for more action. Hi, this is Amy Hart coming to you live from Fremont Street for the Mint 400. And I'm getting in this car. I'm going to do an interview, so we'll be right back. I need some help, boys. All right, sweet. God, this is tight in here.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Doing wonderful.
Good. What is your name?
My name is Taylor Mills.
Taylor.
From Team Texas.
Team Texas.
Team Texas.
Sweet. This is an awesome car. How fast does this baby go?
This truck will top out a little over 100 miles an hour.
Wow, sweet.
It's a spec class truck. Pete Saron, Pistol Pete, built it. It's the first one of its kind. It's the first truck to be put in production. And we're going to smoke our class 3,000 tomorrow.
Sweet. Now, have you done the Mint 400 before?
We haven't. This will be our first time to do this race.
Awesome.
We debuted the truck 2 weeks ago at San Felipe down in Mexico, and this will be our first United States race in it.
Wow. So have you done a lot of racing in your career?
We've done a lot of racing with Pete and the other Baja Light, the pre-production model behind us. But this is the first production truck, and this can be our first race to get all the kinks out and really go for the gold.
Awesome. Sweet. Now, what makes the Mint 400 so special? Why do you want to do this race?
Well, it gets all the fans involved. It gets everybody's wife out here. We have a great time. You got the kids. You get to go all over the track and watch. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, look at all these people. You get everybody involved. In Mexico, it's nothing like this. So Mexico's great. You know, you got the desert. You're going one way, but getting everybody involved and getting everybody out here, the family, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, it seems like you guys have a lot of fans, a lot of support, which is really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great event.
Well, good. Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I'd love to take this little baby for a ride.
Go pull up.
Yeah, sweet. Let's do it. Right on. Sweet. Get a little closer. Okay. Hi, this is Amy Hart coming to you live from Fremont Street for the Mint 400 race. And I am with Fawn.
Yes.
Is that correct? Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you.
Now, this is your vehicle.
It is.
Sweet. You're going to be driving or racing tomorrow?
I am.
Oh, awesome. So how long have you been racing for?
I've been racing about 3 years, going on my 4th year.
Wow.
And, this is the second Mint 400 I've been in the first time. I was actually a co-driver with my husband, Bruce. Okay. And this year I am basically doing it myself, and I'm actually competing against my husband.
Oh, my gosh. That's exciting. It's kind of fun, huh?
Yes, it is.
Do you, I have to ask you, this is kind of an intense race. Do you ever get scared? I mean, like doing all these wild things?
Actually, maybe I should say yes, but no, I don't get scared.
No.
I am highly motivated, and I really, it's the adrenaline is all part of the fun of it.
Yeah, I bet. Absolutely. Now, you were in just another race 2 weeks ago, I think your husband said?
Yes, I was in the Baja 250.
Oh, wow. And you guys came in 3rd and 4th?
I got 4th, he got 3rd.
That's so fun. And it's also your anniversary, right?
It is our 28th wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Well, you know what they say, couples that play together stay together.
Absolutely.
So it's awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Congratulations, and we'll be watching for you tomorrow.
Great.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
This is Amy Hart coming to you live with my special show, Sports with A. Hart. And remember, it's not the sport, but rather the heart of the player that makes the game. Remember to follow me at Amy Hart